and legitimacy of electoral outcomes. Furthermore, the timely assent to the Electoral Bill 2021 will facilitate early preparations and efficient election administration of the 2023 general elections, which is just 443 days away. 443. It must be emphasized that the successful conduct of any election is predicated on the certainty and clarity of the election legal framework, amongst other factors. This is to preclude any legal uncertainties that may occasion manipulation and subversion of the electoral process. It is for this reason that the African Charter on Democracy, Elections and Good Governance and the ECOWAS Protocol on Democracy and Good Governance requires that any amendment to the electoral legal framework must be concluded at least 6 months to the date of election. Recommendations. So these are recommendations. 1, the President should timeously assent to the Electoral Bill 2021, which is in congruence with the will and aspirations of the Nigerian people. 2, President Muhammadu Buhari must continue to pursue and honor his commitment to bequeath to Nigerians an electoral system that guarantees the conduct of credible, inclusive, and peaceful elections. 3, further amendments to the Electoral Bill 2021 by the National Assembly should be undertaken in the next electoral cycle based on real and perceived lacuna identified in the implementation of the current bill.
November 2021 acknowledged the receipt of the Electoral Bill 2021 from the National Assembly for Presidential Assent. The bill contains specific provisions that are directed at enhancing the quality and the credibility of elections, and also addresses certain lacunas in the existing or current electoral legal framework. Such provisions in the bill include the legal backing for the use of electoral technologies for the purpose of voter accreditation and the electronic transmission of results, the extension of restrictive timelines for electoral activities, concise definition of overvoting and conferment of legal authority on INEC to review questionable election results. We, the undersigned civil society organizations, welcome the decision of the President to invite comments from relevant ministries, departments, and agencies of government on the bill. In this regard, the input from the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice, the Minister of Interior, the Minister of Finance, and the Inspector General of Police are probably the most crucial. In their consideration of the bill, these office holders should be guided by the overriding public interest to strengthen our electoral process and the consolidation of our democracy. Requesting from government agencies to make input. This is not the first time the President has done that, and it's just geared towards ensuring that the principal agencies that are involved in elections should make input. I think what is critical, and the point that we have made, is what will be the principles upon which this response will be provided. We already have a bill that reflects the will and aspirations of Nigerians. So we expect that any institution that's providing comments to the President will be guided by those principles, the overriding public interest. And in this case, the bill corresponds with the wills and aspirations of Nigerians. So, and that's the point that we have made Friday, when you talk about the power of whether this National Assembly can veto the president. Again, the point needs to be made that the National Assembly passed a legislation that responds to the wills and the demands of Nigerians. If they are true representatives of the people, we expect that they will stand up and defend the legislation that they have passed. So we leave it to the National Assembly. Again, they are mere speculations. We don't know until the president officially communicates. We know that there are some institutions that have not communicated to the president. They've got tomorrow as the deadline for communicating to the president. And we are calling on those agencies who are yet to communicate to the president to be guided by the overall public interest. And in this case, our position is the bill in its current state represents the wills and aspirations of Nigerians, and the president should assent to the bill.